Welcome to everyone. This week video will cover the SP500 for the week of January 2nd, 2024. And I also will talk about the success rate. If you like this video, don't forget to click on the like button, subscribe and click on the bell to make sure you don't miss any future videos. Before we start, make sure you read carefully the disclaimer. There is a very high probability the October 2022 low was the 54-month cycle low. The market finished the year on a high note. The SP500 made a 47.93 high on December 28, 2023. With confidence we can place the 18-month cycle low on October 2023. The last 18-month cycle low was very short. Only 12 months long, which is usually a bullish sign. The next one is scheduled for the end of 2024, or the first quarter of 2025. The peak for this 18-month cycle is expected for the first 2 weeks of July 2024. The red dashed line. We have to watch carefully the SP500 reaction. When he will approach the uptrend line draw from the March 2020 low to the October 2023 low. When the SP500 will cross sharply below, the 4.5-year cycle peak will be formed. And the SP500 will be on his way to form the 4.5-year cycle low. The success rate for the 18-month cycle is 100%. Later in this video, I will talk more about the success rate. The 40-week cycle. The December 28th high at 47.93 is only 25 points away from the January 2022 all-time high at 48.18. The last 40-week cycle low was on October 2023 at 4,103.78. The next low is expected to occur around the third week of June 2024. And the peak of this cycle is scheduled around the March 18, 2024, the red dash line. This peak is expected to occur on the right side of the cycle, the right time translation. For more details about the time translation, I recommend to watch my series of videos on Introduction to Cycles. I posted the link below. The success rate for this cycle is 100%. The 20-week cycle. The last 20-week cycle low occurred on October 2023. And the next one is still scheduled for the end of February. The yellow zone on a chart. The last trading signal was on November 17th, when the market crossed above his cycle line at 44.78. For a potential target at 4,852 or a potential profit of 374 points. With the December 28th high at 47.93, the market is only 58 points or 121% away from his target. This high is part of the 20-week cycle peak. Even if the December high is the 20-week cycle peak, the peak occurred on the right side of the cycle, right time translation. Say we can expect a moderate decline for the next correction. There is a high probability the market will find support on his cycle line, which will be at the time of the 20-week cycle low formation, around 45.70. The success rate is 100%. The 80-day cycle. The actual 80-day cycle is scheduled for this week. Technically, the market's supposed to use his cycle live as support, which will be around 45.70, which will be a decline of 243 points or 5%. But since the market is quite bullish, there is a possibility the SP500 won't even reach his cycle line. After this week, the market should resume his rally to meet his 20-week cycle target at 48.52 and making a new all-time high. The success rate is 100%. The 40-day cycle. This 40-day cycle is due this week, and technically at the stage of this cycle, the market should cross below his cycle lines and provide a downside target. Here are the cycle lines and their potential targets if the SP500 crosses cycle lines. If the market do not cross below his cycle lines, this will confirm we still have a good amount of bullishness in this market. If this 40-day cycle low bin occur on time, then the next one is expected around February 7, 2024. The success rate is 81-82%. The 20-day cycle. The last 20 days cycle low occurred on December 20th, 3 days late. The next one is scheduled for January 6, 2024. During the next 20 days formation low, the SP500 should cross below his cycle line. Here the cycle line and their potential targets. The success rate is 89.47%. The 10 days cycle. This 10-day cycle should make a low today. The next low is scheduled for January 4, 2024, the yellow zone on the chart. The success rate for the 10-day cycle is 100%. Now let's talk about this table. Last week I mentioned I will publish the following table. What is this table about? This table gives the accuracy rate of each signal the market give when crossing his cycle lines. How to use this table? This table can be used to choose which markets and which cycle of the market to trade with the higher rate of success as possible. Of course, past performance doesn't guarantee the same rate of success. On this column are the different markets I follow during my different weekly updates. The next columns are each cycles for the different markets. The last column is the yearly average for each market. What does the success rate percentage mean? The success rate is the percentage of accuracy of the market meeting or exceeding his target. For example, if trading the 10-day cycle in gold, there is an accuracy of 87.50%. If trading the 20-day cycle in the SP500, we have an accuracy rate of 89.47%. The 80-day cycle in the SP500, each time the market give a signal, the targets have always been met. On the Bitcoins, for example, trading the 80-day cycle, there is also a 100% of success. For more information on how the prices target are calculated, I recommend to watch my series of videos on Introduction to Cycles. In this videos I explain the calculation technique. In conclusion, the SP500 is close to reach his 4,852 20 weeks target and will probably, like the Dow Jones Industrial Average, make a new all-time high. But we can expect a slowdown in this up move soon, due to the 20-week cycle which point downward. This is the end of this week video. Thank you for following me. Next week, I will publish another market update.